Well, good morning folks, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Lee, your virtual airline pilot. Welcome to the second of this week's review videos. Where are we? Well, we're in the southern hemisphere. We're in the very southern tip of Australia on the island of Tasmania. And you're looking at Hobart Airport in Tasmania, Yankee Mike Hotel Bravo. This is a payware scenery by NZA Simulations, and this is version 1.3.2 currently for the PC version of Flight Simulator 2020. The download is 1.2 gigabytes and it installs at 1.9 gigs. For this scenery you'll also need the model library, which is actually free. That downloads at 326 meg and installs at just over 800 meg. The scenery is only available from NZASimulations.com, their own website. I'll give you the price. It's €18.99, which equates to roughly $20.35 US, or £16.65 UK. US and UK prices are all estimates from the euro, and they do include tax or VAT, which of course could vary depending on the country you're in when you make your purchase. First thing to say, this scenery has been out for a little while. It's the first time I've seen it, and I believe there is another review available. But it's a very beautifully done, highly detailed airport, and I thought it was worth reviewing in depth. So here we are. So let's look at the features. So features, there are more than 8,800 hand-placed objects, over 250 custom assets, 41 unique custom buildings. There's a Boeing 717-2BL there, the Tassie Devil, registration Victor Hotel Yankee Quebec Whiskey. It's a QANTAS link aircraft to discover the Tasmania special livery. There's a static QANTAS Freight 737-300. You have a fuel farm, maintenance and GA hangars, storage sheds and a fire station, all recreated along with a main terminal. A fully modelled terminal interior, custom ground imagery, faithfully created from the ground up, pixel by pixel, with a mix of ultra-high definition and high-definition textures with multiple levels of detail to achieve next-level detail whilst maximising performance. Custom animations, fully featured airside and landside, accurate taxiways and markings tested and compatible with the default AI aircraft and the ATC. The airport area biome enhancements to recreate the environment to match the look and feel of the peninsula's pine plantations and native bush. Night lighting including emissive textures. On the airport itself you've got runway 1230, 45 times 2727 metres sealed asphalt. Accurate runway approach and PAPI lights, accurate parking and gate position with wingspans matching the real world charts, and taxiway centerline lights as well as apron lighting. So as you can see, this is a highly detailed ceiling where a lot of work has been done. Now if all this matches up as per those features, then I have to say €18.99 is a steal. For this, it's a very, very competitive price, but we'll get to that later. Firstly, also let me thank the developer, NZA Simulations, for very kindly letting me have the Cambridge airport scenery that goes with this product for free. I had an issue downloading the initial Hobart scenery after I purchased it, which was fixed, and as a gesture of goodwill and an apology to see, the guy gave me the Cambridge scenery, which is normally an additional pay product, for free, so I'd like to thank him for that. So as ever, let's start with some history. So history then. Hobart Airport, Yankee Mike Hotel Bravo, is a public use international airport owned by the federal government and operated by the Tasmanian Gateway Consortium under a 99-year lease agreement. The airport is located in Cambridge, 11 miles or 17 kilometres northeast of Hobart Central Business District, and is the fastest growing passenger airport in Tasmania. The airport maintains a co-joined international and domestic terminal. Prior to the existence of the airport as we know it today, the region was served by Cambridge Airport, a small airport located close to the existing site. As I've said, note this airport is also available from this developer and works fully with this scenery. As air travel became more frequent and the number of flights increased, it was clear that Cambridge Airport was the only suitable for light aircraft. In June 1948, the Prime Minister Ben Chifley announced the construction of a new $760,000 Australian airport at Lanherne. With Australia's continual interest in Antarctica, it was believed that the southernmost airport of Australia would serve as an ideal base for heavy aircraft serving the region. Hobart Airport was commissioned in 1956 as the primary regular public transport airport. The airport opened that year and was privatised in 1988. Occupying approximately 1,400 acres or 565 hectares of land, the airport is situated on a narrow peninsula. Takeoffs and landings are inevitably directed over bodies of water, regardless of approach or departure direction. The region immediately surrounding the airport remains largely unpopulated, which enables the airport to operate curfew-free services. In 1964, the federal government upgraded and lengthened the runway to cater for jet aircraft. Runways was extended again in 1985 to cater for large jet aircraft such as the Boeing 747 and the Antonov 124, albeit to a limited operating range. The high-strength flexible runway is constructed with an asphaltic concrete surface and is suitable for all Code E aircraft operations up to and including the Boeing 777 and 747 aircraft. The current runway length is adequate for unrestricted operations on a Boeing 787-900 to China and Japan. The domestic terminal building was officially opened in July 1976 and the international part of the two connected terminal buildings in 1986. The federal government corporatised the airport in January 1988 with the creation of the Federal Airports Corporation. There are two domestic freight areas operating at the airport, catering for Qantas, Toll Air and Virgin Australia. In the 2018-2019 financial year, the airport handled 2.6 million passenger movements, making it the 9th busiest airport in Australia. So there you go folks, that's some history, and as you can see the airport lies in a really beautiful setting with some considerable enhancement to the area around the airport as well to reflect how the region looks. And those of you who are to the left here you can see the Cambridge Airport addition that fits very beautifully with the scenery and is an extra purchase add-on. So that does it for history. Let's have a look at runways now. So runways. Hobart Airport operates a single runway 1230 measuring 8,947 feet or 2,727 metres and is constructed from an asphalt concrete mix. The airport lies at an elevation of 13 feet or 3.9 metres and sits within the GMT UTC plus 11 hours time zone. Now Tasmania observes daylight saving time or DST, which for them began in October, and so currently the airport is 11 hours ahead of the UK. Runway 12, and we're looking down the throat of it now, features high intensity runway lighting, high intensity airfield lighting system version 2, medium intensity runway lighting, precision approach path indicators on both sides of the runway. And you can see that's pretty much as per the charts. You've got the PAPIs on both sides, the medium intensity lighting that sits at the very front of the runway, and the high intensity lighting that sits further up. And also you have the approach light system here, which again is featured on the charts. So this is completely accurate as it should be. Approach options, where you have a standard instrument landing system available here with Z and Y options. You also have RNP approach options with W and Z options available, and there are also VOR approach options available too. So again, all as it should be, and all looks perfectly okay. So let's have a look at the other end, runway 30. Okay, so here we are looking down the throat of runway 30, which features again high intensity runway lighting, the medium intensity runway lighting too, and again precision approach path indicators on both sides of the runway. Approach options here, well you have RNP, W and Z approach options available, and you also have VOR, Y and Z approach options available too. As you can see, there are turning circles at both ends of the runway. The other end, runway 312, also has an extended threshold, displaced threshold. And again, you can see the lighting's cool, everything looks just as it should be. It's really quite impressive. Such a beautiful location. Okay, no jetways here at this airport, so let's get down properly and do the main tour. Okay, so the main tour then. Right, this is such a feature-rich scenery, it's very difficult to know where to start. So for the moment, we're going to start down here, not far from the threshold of runway 12, and we're going to do an airside tour, and I'll slow down as we get to the ramp area so you can have a really good look at some of the detail. Then we'll look at landside, and then we'll come and look at some of the outlying areas as well as the taxiways and runways during the day. So quite a lot to see. So here we go then. We do get a bit of scenery popping here, well, here and there, but by and large it's great. It looks really good. So as you can see, beautifully weathered and modelled buildings. There are things inside them as well. Lots of ramp clutter. The ramp is very highly detailed. I mean, those murals there look fantastic. They're such high resolution that they actually work really well. There's internal development there that you can see, and we will look into that. And the ramp looks great. Yeah, you can see some baggage guys. There's the Qantas Link 717 that was mentioned. Over here we've got the fire station. Again, beautiful detail. Fantastic fire trucks. It's just incredible. It's very, very impressive. So remaining airside here, we're coming up on the Qantas hangar with the freight aircraft inside. Again, I mean, the weathering on the buildings, everything looks so realistic here. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So we just drop into the hangar. And there's a shot inside the hangar. It's a beautiful model. Looks really nice. And again, you look at the ceiling and the walls around, some fantastic weathering. It's brilliant. So remaining airside. And you can see the airside landside fence there. Let's just look at some of the other outlying bits and pieces here. There's so much detail. I mean, I don't know how long this project took, or whether it's a one-man band or whatever, but it's just incredible. Really is amazing here. So fuel farm to the right there. And again, another highly detailed building here. This is the cargo area. We just pass across to airside. It's just wonderful. Modelling is wonderful. So while we're here, let's head out towards the threshold of runway 30. Have a look at the little roads here and the bits and pieces. And the terrain modelling is brilliant. He's really done a job here to make this look as real as it can be. There's the windsock to the right. You've got another small turning area there to the left. There's the pappies. and you've got masses of detail on the runway, including the skid marks and the turns. So a quick whiz down the runway itself, just so you can get an idea. And you've got the concrete bit in the middle, the asphalt there at the sides. Let's have a look at the turn-off signage here. So taxiway Delta, and here you can see the runway entry signs, and we have operating WIGWAGS as well. And the signage is really clear and very, very nicely done. So as we head back towards the airport proper, again just to pass over here so you can look at the ramp signage and the detail and just how amazingly it's been done here. It's really very impressive, and as you can see, very fluid. The camera's moving perfectly, with pretty much without any judders or pauses at all. The ramp work is just stunning, really is. Just amazing. So let's have a look at landside. As you can see, a car park there, the car models are excellent. And we have a moving bus too. At least it does move, that one there. But at the moment it's parked. But again, you can see the attention to detail here. I mean, it's just amazing. This is one of the most faithfully detailed airports I have seen. And there, looking to the left, you can see the inside of the terminal, which we'll look at shortly. But the quality of modelling here is exceptional. I mean, this guy can give some of the top developers a really good run for their money. Everything down to the bin there, look. I mean, this is just stunning, it really is. Entry barrier there. So this is the QANTAS freight hangar we looked at. There's the aircraft inside it. To this time we're landside. But everything, I mean, the roads, just incredible. Those trees look fantastic. It's just, everything has been properly placed and modelled. Okay, you can't really sort of give much for the cars there, the moving ones, but it works, you know, it's good. Look at that. Even the little signs. See, clarity of road signs there. I mean, stunning. Look at that. As we come to the roundabout entrance to the airport here. So here we get to the very edge of the scenery here, where you can see this. This here is default stuff, which is why it looks the way it does. So a quick run down this road. I just want to show you just how much detail there is here. I mean, this is a bit off airport, and look at it. Oh, a helicopter pad over here. Complete with hangar and a helicopter inside. And you've got more detail up here on the hill. Well, there's so much to look at. Now I'm assuming this is the control tower. It looks to be in a very strange far off place, but it's got the rotating beacon on it, so I'm assuming it is actually the tower. Let's go and have a look inside. So there it is from the outside, and that's definitely the rotating beacon. And here we are inside. Okay, no people, but you know what, I'm not complaining. The incredible amount of detail on this airport, I can certainly forgive them for not putting up any people in the tower here. Okay, there's our moving bus. I just want to pause here, let it come around the corner and let you have a look at it. Well, it's a lovely scene, very realistic. Okay, no people standing outside the terminal. I suppose that's the only thing I would say here. But you're looking at a highly detailed scenery. And he's got such impressive performance. So I can understand why there are no people. So there goes the bus has parked up. Right, so let's get down now and have a look inside the terminal. So we go into arrivals first. But as you can see, I mean, the detail is just amazing. Wonderful. Okay, so here we are inside arrivals. So that is the arrivals baggage carousel, and you've got a couple of people there. And whoops, excuse me, we've got a Tasmanian devil. Very nice indeed. Okay, so let's traverse the landside part of the terminal. Oh, it's lovely. It's really nice. Signage is clear, look, even right up close. And there's another Tasmanian devil. I mean, it's great. It's not massively detailed with people and bits and pieces, but it looks really good. You know, it's a small airport. It's not a mega airport sort of thing, so obviously the amount of people you've got is fine. Here we've got an animated guy. I mean, this looks really nice. Very nice indeed. So there you go, beautiful waiting area, little sort of bar cum restaurant area. Very nicely modelled, very nice indeed. I mean, it looks great. And there we are, looking out through the windows to the ramp. So here's the attention to detail I was talking about. We're right up close to this sign, and look how clear it is. It's amazing. So this is a security check. There's the X-ray machines, and you've even got the X-ray images on the screen, just as I remember them. Very, very impressive. So this is landside. Let's go in and have a look at airside. So here's the view from the terminal part airside that we're looking at from the outside. As you can see, it looks great. It looks really, totally realistic, right down to the concrete markings. Let's pop inside. And here we are again, which is the area we just looked at through security. Here are some more of the animations. And again, just an example of how wonderful the signage is here. Right up close again, and we can see the signs. Absolutely amazing. The clarity is wonderful. So a little slow tour across some of the little areas that you probably wouldn't see that much. Here's the baggage area. As you can see, the little tunnel there, you've got baggage inside. The tunnel goes right out through the building here. So a couple of garbage bins here right outside this building. There's the building seen from slightly further away. I think this is probably the operations building. So let's just tour some of the airside ramp close up here, see what we can see. I mean, some of the ramp clutter is excellent. Again, close up to this stairwell and you can see the signage completely clear. The modelling's fantastic, really is. So here we've got this little ATR model, again, nicely, really nicely done. So we're going to do a quick traverse from airside to landside and have a look at some of these car park areas in a little bit closer detail. Here you've got another airport entrance barrier that goes out to the main road. I mean, it's great, it really is impressive. There's the Tassie sign. I mean, again, you can see the modelling is just fantastic, right down to the placement of the trees and the foliage. I mean, what a lovely building, and look at the reflections on it. So this is a helicopter base, and as you can see, a helicopter in there and then one to the left, and you've got some animated guy inside. And there you've got a spare pad for you to land on as well. So a quick look inside the hangar there, you've got this beautiful helicopter. It's a lovely model, complete with the towing part underneath to bring it in. There's the engineer over the other side, and again, nothing left to chance here. It really does look good. And as you can see, the modelling on the road way off the airport goes on. All the signage, the road itself is modelled right the way out there. So there's a high level shot showing you the airport, the landside extension, just how it's done. It's really impressive. And you've got the airside and the runway in the distance. Okay, so we're going to touch on this area here. I'm not sure whether this is part of the Hobart scenery or whether it's an extension of the Cambridge scenery. As you can see, it's also interspersed with some default stuff, which makes it look a little bit weird here and there. But you know, it's been done and it looks great, it really does. Okay, so that was the daytime tour. From much of what I can see, there's probably quite a bit as well that I haven't seen that you can explore. Let's turn the light down to dusk now and see how it looks. Okay, 6:15 in the evening. As you can see, the sun is dipped pretty below the hills there, and here you can see the subtle lighting all across the airport. I mean, it does look wonderful, doesn't it? So looking out towards the bay, there's the taxiway below us, green centerline lighting, so you're not going to have any problems taxiing off the runway in the darkness hours. And there to the right you've got the threshold of the other end of the runway. And additional lighting there, and up to the left here you can see Cambridge. This is the Cambridge scenery I discussed, which is an additional scenery that you purchase that fits in with this scenery. So let's get down to the ramp and have a look close up. As you can see, beautiful lighting, just as good and just as detailed as during the day. Here you can see inside the terminal. Oh, it's wonderful. Can't see any globes floating around here. There's the fire station, and the tower is even lit there too, which is quite impressive. So coming round to the QANTAS hangar. Again, some very subtle lighting. It's really, really nice. So as we cross over to landside here, we look at the car parks. Okay, got the odd Asobo globe, but really nothing to worry about. The lighting's impressive. So here's the roundabout towards the entrance. And again, as you can see, subtle bits of lighting here and there that just make this work. It really does. There's the helicopter base to the right. We're just going to pass over that as we enter the airport from landside. It's beautiful. It really is lovely. Look at this. So as we come back towards the airport entrance road here, there's the Tasmania sign. It's lovely. It's beautiful. And there you can see from landside inside the departures part of the terminal. And there's the arrivals end. And again, really subtle lighting everywhere you look. It's great. It's very, very nice. And here comes our bus, complete with headlights and tail lights. I mean, that is a really nice animation to see that. It's almost perfect on the way it goes there. And look, you've got, I love the lighting in the vehicle, it's brilliant. So we head out towards the taxiway, towards the runway here to look at the signage. And here you can see the lighting is excellent. Centerline lights look good. And as we approach the runway entry point on Charlie, there you can see the signage is excellent, and again we've got working WIGWAGS, absolutely brilliant. So just a short little hop across the terminal here from high level. It's stunning, it's a beautiful scenery, a lovely piece of work. Okay, so that was dusk. Let's go to night time now. Okay, 10 PM local time, and as you can see we're in total darkness. Here's the bus coming along, and here's the ramp below us. Again, some really beautiful lighting. This looks really good. You're not going to have any trouble taxiing in from the runway on a night landing, and you've just got some beautiful lighting on the parking area as well. This looks great. So there we are, looking out towards the threshold of runway 12. Again, you can see the green centerline lighting leading you out to the runway. Make a turn and you'll do the turn up here. So just a couple of quick close-up shots here of your parking area. Here's my aircraft parked on stand 4. Those murals there look brilliant. As you can see there, we go up close and you can see they're high resolution, so they work. And just a peek into the airside departure lounge from outside, you can see adequate lighting. It just looks lovely, really does. So there's the landside road, and there's the QANTAS freight building from landside. And there we are looking towards the terminal itself. Landside, you can see plenty of lighting so you can see inside it. There's the bus parked over there. Well, we can see that because of the headlights. I'll try and wait and see if it moves. We can follow it. And there she goes. It's a very nice animation. Okay, so let's bring the dawn up. Okay, 5 to 4 in the morning. As you can appreciate, we're in the southern hemisphere and it's our winter, but it's their summer, so sun comes up pretty early. Here's the red glow across the airport. There's our friend driving the bus round. And there's the view looking out towards runway 30 and the sun coming up over the bay. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, 5 AM and it's time to give you my thoughts and conclusions. Let me say straight off the bat, this is a stunning airport. It's an amazing piece of work. It's right up there with the likes of Flight Tampa, Pyrig Dev Company in so many ways. The attention to detail is incredible. And not just the airport. He's gone to the extent of developing all of this to make it look as it should do. Everything is as it should be. It's a beautiful piece of work. And to be offered just 19 euros. I mean, it's a real steal at that price for the work that's gone into this. You can use this airport 24/7. There's no night curfew at all. You've got instrument approaches options available to get you in and out. Plenty of flights go in here. So if you bought this scenery, you'd get a lot of use out of it. I certainly will do a few flights in this. It's really, really nice. So much to recommend it. I would also suggest that if you're going to get this, go ahead and get the Cambridge scenery as well. I'm not going to cover that in this review. There are others out there, but also I think I should leave it for you to get the surprise when it's included. But it does work well and makes this whole area something worth visiting. Helicopter jockeys are covered as well. You've got the helicopter base there, including a pad, even a little pad for you to land on. It's great. It's so much to explore in this region. So yeah, thoroughly recommended. Great price, very competitive price, loads of work. There's more from this developer to come. Encourage you to look at his website. There's other bits and pieces he's done as well. And yeah, it's incredible. It's really good. So there you are, folks. This is Hobart International Airport in Tasmania, Yankee Mike Hotel Bravo. It's a payware scenery by NZA Simulations, currently in version 1.3.2 for the PC version of Flight Simulator 2020. Download at 1.2 gig and installs at 1.9 gig. Bear in mind, once you purchase this, you will also need the model library, which is a free download, and that's 326 meg, and that installs into your community folder with an installation size of 813 meg. So 2 files, one for the scenery, one for the library, both available at nzasimulations.com. priced at €18.99, which equates to roughly $20.35 US, or £16.65 UK. As ever, US and UK prices are all estimates from the euro, and they include tax or VAT, which may vary depending on the country you're in when you make your purchase. Those prices I've given you are with tax or VAT at 20%, which is what it is here in the UK. An absolutely stunning scenery at an extremely competitive price. Yeah, I love it. We've got to do a flight in here and maybe do a video. So guys, thanks for joining me in this review. I'm sorry if it's been a bit long. There's so much to cover and so much I haven't looked at that you're going to have to go and enjoy. This is Lee, your virtual airline pilot, wrapping up the second review for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, amazing. The quality of airports we're getting now for flights in 2020 is just increasing the realism factor and making it such a wonderful simulation to enjoy now. It's such a great release. You've got problems at home, you just get in your aircraft and just go fly. It's wonderful. So thank you for joining me. Take care. I will see you next week, where we'll have 2 more reviews for you. And as I said, I'm going to try and see if I can get the Oil Wigs review out this week. I may not be able to make that. It really depends on time. But anyway, thank you for joining me. This is Lee. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.